Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Time. Ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help.
I could use a break. Yes?
Hello.
Okay, hello.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and... Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in... okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do... Right down to business, and no small talk.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we...
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to... Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to... He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way... What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just... Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable...
Wherever you go in the settled systems, there's always mercenaries.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person.
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? No. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to... hey now. Take it easy there. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were... I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. Well, I mean, he doesn't really... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now, okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not... Yeah. It's a lousy company. It pays me a Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the spear, it doesn't mean I don't... Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks... What games? Why are you doing this? No way! I'm... What? Oh my god. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have...
For today's final subterranean particle detonation. Be advised to secure loose articles and find safe ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor.
A strong community.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? What did... Nice. Nice! You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning... You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you... You think you can handle running with... If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our life. That's what... All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the... Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to the... Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you, too.
Vanguard.
My buddy Mitchkie is asking if I can help him out.
that? I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana. Jumping into on board that ship, you'll find a trader named Austin. Kill Rake? That's your own. If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't.
So that's the notorious Nova Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? Okay, docking bay is open. Let's talk.
We've docked. I'm sure whoever's in that ship will be thrilled to see you.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to... Now, do you mind telling us what this... You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save... Okay, I have idea. We can strike, then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship. That is fair. We do not want any... Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never... And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
I have things for you.
I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Rakana. You know what? I have no idea, and I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many. Mercenaries, guns for hire that shoot their own. I'll tell you, we do a hell of a lot of dirty work in the Crimson Fleet, but I don't like complications. Yeah, right. You just got in the way. Your story stinks worse than Adler Kemp. And that's so choose your next word. Except that wasn't the job. I don't want to steal from Rake. I want him drifting in space, getting eaten from... That being said, you saved my ass with Ecliptic. But guess what? jettison those supplies I know you grabbed from the Regana. I was gonna let you keep them. Consider it payment for the hit I'll have to put on Austin Rake. And more importantly, for waste. Now you see how it works. I give an order, and anyway, you want it into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my... If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole... You better stow that crap before you make me. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. So.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Seeing the hatches line up.
Shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Pardon. Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they are.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rake. We had him dropped off at a separate port. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer. I do. I know it's a delicate tightrope, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
Every tightrope act needs a safety net. We appreciate that.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that... But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like... Now it's time for the next phase.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with...
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side. Yes, you pass your... But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends... Just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by... You should proceed with caution, regardless...
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some... You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, we will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage.
Sir, on that note, should we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the info. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome. Keep up the good work. We'll expect...
Heard the Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
That.
What the? They're gone!
Anything here you can use?
That last click is so satisfying, isn't it? got any weapons or ammo?
I'm sure they're sad to see you go. Jump! No, the distance is too far for you, Captain.
Of course, while we scan for contraband.
Successful jump! No distance is too far for you, Captain. Are as majestic as a ballet.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump? Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credit. Fair enough. Glad to see you showing some... Just be careful that you can back up that attitude before you square off with some... But, all that aside, you made it. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Wow, thanks, Professor. That's just terribly fascinating. I'll be certain to pass that on to the maintenance crew who have to use baling wire to keep the plating from peeling off.
Don't mind Neva. Clearly, she'd rather ignore the expertise of the people under her command.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you, too. Follow me. All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around the Sun. That's the very same ice The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, prisoners down there rioted into a hole in the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? I'm working on it, all right? I just ran into a few complications, but trust me, he's as good as dead.
So you say. We'll see about that. Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. Pursuing Rake is costing us a small fortune.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral for Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and it's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado, now, let me get you set up. A moment while I can, thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modification. Is the interview over now? The perfect segue into my... Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computer. If Neva's chosen wisely, Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find...
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
The fleet's the only family you need.
There's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, he's standing. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following. That is why you need to learn to place the... Boss. Good.
Yeah, don't worry, Dale. This one knows how to follow orders.
Perfect. Then we can move.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire... Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going?
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your... 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You think by now?
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins. This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy... Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect look? Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the... Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it, if we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix...
When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. Sounds like someone wants to get down to business. Okay, enough discussion. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into you. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't.
Wherever you go in the systems, that's what always
Is Serena seeing anyone right now? Patience, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Rook.
Heading out. I'm sure I got something to suit you. Stay safe out there.
You don't make it in this life without a good weapon. Well, well. Name everyone all. Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetic. Occasionally, I stock a few... Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. Not being intimidated by me is one thing. The fleet... A little advice, Sadiqi? You bleed for the fleet. The fleet... Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready. Well... That... Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Take your pick. Done here? Fine by me.
Yeah.
I don't need to... Just make it quick. Oh, bye, I guess.
You might find a deal or two here.
I
if you
hope
can
you
overlook
came
the
with
splatters of blood.
We can talk about whatever you want. Don't be a stranger.
I hope you've brought me something interesting. What'll it be, friend? Oh, but the Crimson Fleet is. The Trade Authority. Business on the Key is like no other. It's the sole reason I'm here. Not everyone thinks so. There are a few, Neva included. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always make... I was hoping you'd say that. Remember, all trades are restriction-free.
If you want to stay under...
I don't know about you, but I think the welcome sign
So, looks like we
really
got...
lends
Once
itself
again,
to the
I'm
enduring
like
charm of
Neva
this star
said.
station.
It may not be wider, but it's not on the books, if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recall. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a Just let me know when you want to talk business.
A couple hundred short on my last gal.
All business and no...
Believe that?
And I need your cash. It's a... Ship services? You need it? I don't mind helping, but... I bet you would.
our own. And you turn against us. So there I am. You see security on my tail.
Well, that was fun. Now what?
That ship will carry the memory of your visit forever.